In Nigeria's conflict-stricken northeast, Bitrus Yakubu's story is one of the few with a happy ending. After fleeing a Boko Haram attack, he was able to find his heavily pregnant wife in one of the many camps for the internally displaced in Maiduguri. She then had twins. But returning to the home they fled in Baga is out of the question.
If no measures are taken, how can I go back? How can I take myself to death? Only when Baga is secure and everything has been put back in place, that's when we will go back.
Houses burned, cattle raided, the millions displaced by Boko Haram left behind everything for the camps of Maiduguri. Some returned to their villages hoping to pick up the pieces of their former lives, but they found only destruction and danger.
Boko Haram are in my village. People fled. My child fled, but my husband was killed. If our people return with Boko Haram everywhere in my village, how do we get in? Our village is full of Boko Haram.
Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari claims Boko Haram has been technically beaten, but many areas are still at the mercy of the fighters. An outright victory could be a long way off for those towns and villages still under siege. For many of the displaced, the only option is to stay in the camps.
They don't want to go home. The reason why they don't want to go home because their house has been burned. They don't have anything. Even there are some that they left and they came back due to lack of food. So they have to come back to the camp again.
Boko Haram attacks have left at least 17,000 dead and more than 2.6 million people displaced within Nigeria. The country needs about $1 billion for reconstruction and to resettle the displaced. But with a plummeting oil price leaving government coffers dry, even more challenges lie ahead.